Hey yogis, it's Sina here, the Yoga Apothecary. Welcome to a series dedicated to 20 or less minutes of flow. We're not going to spend much time at all warming up, so if you need to do so, please go ahead and do that before you get started with this flow. And as always, grab a towel and some water, and I'll see you on the mat. So we'll begin in child's pose. Knees come wide, toes touch, arms come long on the mat in front of you. We'll just be here for a cycle or two of breath. Take this opportunity to take up space on your mat, spread the fingers wide, suctioning cup through the palms, lengthening through the arms, heart space coming closer to the mat, sinking the hips back. Then as you inhale, we'll press up to tabletop pose. As we move to cow pose, drop the belly, open the heart space, gaze up. Maybe you soft bend the elbows. And exhale, cat pose. Create a C shape with the spine, relax the head and shoulders. Press the shins and the tops of the feet to the mat. Inhale, cow pose. And exhale, cat pose. Inhale, cow. And this time, as you exhale to cat, start to tuck the toes and hover the knees ever so slightly off the mat. Rounding, dome shaping the back, pressing through the palms, firing up the core. Inhale, lower the knees. We come back to tabletop pose. And then from here, we're going to come to a forearm plank. So first come down to the right forearm while you're in tabletop. Left forearm comes down to the mat. You have three options with your arms. You can leave them as I have, as if you're moving to Sphinx pose. Palms are flat. You can interlace the fingers, rotating on the sides of the forearms. Or you can do a version that I'm going to take, which is where I grab for my elbows or really reaching for each tricep. Whichever option you choose, select, and then step the right foot back, step the left foot back, holding in this forearm plank, stacking the shoulders above the elbows, knitting the low ribs together, hug the inner thighs, and isometrically draw the heels to the back of the mat. One more full breath here. And as you exhale, lower knees, thighs, toes. We move into a Sphinx pose. Elbows are underneath the shoulders. Imagine pulling your heart space through the forearms. Softening through the shoulder blades, pressing the tops of the feet to the mat. One more breath here. And then exhale, lower, bringing the palms underneath the shoulders. Take an inhale to prepare. And as you exhale, baby cobra, peel the heart space up. Roll the shoulder blades back. Draw the elbows to touch. Exhale, release. Take an inhale where you are. And exhale, we come to our first downward facing dog. Start to pedal your dog. Lifting one heel and then the other. Taking a few moments to continue to wake up the body. Pressing through the palms, spread the fingers wide. Pressing through the thumb and the first finger, creating an L shape. Heart space is moving closer to the thighs. Hips are high, heels come low. Start to still your downward dog. Push the mat away with the palms, drawing the heels to the earth. Take an inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, bend the knees. Pause here in bear pose. Offer your heart space closer to your thighs. Rise up on the balls of the toes and push the mat away. Inhale, ripple forward to a plank pose. Again, knit the low ribs together. Hug the inner thighs. Draw the heels to the back of the mat. Gaze over the nose. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, bend the knees. Look to the top of your mat and make your way up, walking your way to the top. As we pause briefly for a ragdoll forward fold, relax through the head, relax the shoulders, maybe a soft sway. Feet are about hips distance apart. You can sway with your fingers onto your mat, relaxing through the head. You can hug your front body. You can also interlace your hands behind your back. We're pausing here. Then slowly begin to bring your big toes closer to touch. Leave space between your heels. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands come to the shin. Shoulders at the height of the hips. You gaze just over your nose. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise. Arms reach up, dig through those heels. Bring your hands to heart center. Samastitihi and pause. Inhale, the arms reach up. Exhale, we'll twist. Right arm back, left arm forward. You can gaze to the right. You can continue to look forward. Keep your hips square to the top of the mat. This hip may want to start tucking back along with this arm, this palm. Inhale, come to center. Exhale, twist, right arm forward, left arm back. Notice what's happening with the hips. Same opportunity to shift your gaze. Inhale, reach it up. And exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Plant the palms, bend your knees, step back to plank. We'll move to cobra pose. Take an inhale, lower knees, thighs, toes on the exhale. Take an inhale to prepare. Exhale, baby cobra. Inhale, lower where you are. Take a breath. And exhale, downward facing dog. Take a falling out breath here. Inhale. And exhale it out. Inhale, lift the right leg up and back. And as you exhale, we bring the knee to the nose. Shoulders are above the wrists. Inhale it up. And as you exhale, cross the body, tap it to the left. Shoot it out for a fallen star. On the pinky edge of the right foot, lifting the hip points up. Left hand's reaching for the clouds. As you exhale, lower the left palm. Inhale, three-legged dog. As you exhale, step the right foot in between your hands and lower the left knee and toes. Bring the hands to the thigh and pause. Draw the right hip back. Tuck this left knee forward. As you're ready, reach the arms up, Anjaneyasana. And as you exhale, soften through the shoulder blades, palms face one another. One more breath in. Plant the palms, kickstand this left foot in, and then windmill the arms up to a low warrior two. You should hopefully see your right toes, right knee over right ankle, rooting down through this left thigh, softening through the shoulder blades. We'll exhale to a low side angle. Right hand comes inside the earth, maybe it's at the shin, stacking the shoulders, opening up this left side body. Breathe here. Come back to a low warrior two, using the core. Windmill the arms down to the mat. Bring this foot back in. Lift the left knee and toes. We'll come to a side plank called tripod side plank. On the pinky edge of this left foot, right foot is perpendicular. Right hand reaches, lengthen, breathe. Plant the right palm, shift the weight back. Step back to plank, and we're going to come down for a locust pose. Knees, thighs, toes, exhale. Arms reach long behind you, think airplane arms. Take an inhale to prepare. Exhale, locust. Peel the heart space up, shoulder blades roll back. Imagine your pinkies can touch on your hands. Plant the palms, exhale. Take an inhale here. Exhale, downward facing dog. One more side to go. Inhale, lift the left leg up and back. As you exhale, knee to nose, shoulders above the wrists. Inhale it up. And as you exhale, cross it over to the right elbow. Give it a tap, shoot it out, fallen star. Reach, hip points reaching. Plant the right palm, left leg, three-legged dog. As you exhale, step the left hand in between the left foot in between your hands. Lower your right knee and toes. Take a moment to draw the left hip back and tuck the right knee forward. Inhale, reach it up, soften through the shoulders. As you exhale, plant the palm, kickstand the right foot in, windmill it up to a low warrior two pose. Again, check that you can see your toes, stacking the knee above the ankle, rooting down, getting the stretch in the right thigh, reaching the hands wide, look over the left fingertips. We come to a low side angle pose. Again, this hand is inside resisting on the leg, stacking the shoulders, opening up the left side body. Breathe. Windmill the arms down to the mat. Lift the right knee and toes and walk this left foot out. We come to tripod side plank. Reaching the left palm to the sky, hip points lifted. Exhale, plant the left palm, shift the weight back to plank. One more breath. And exhale, we come to locust. Arms come long, airplane arms, take a breath in. Exhale, locust pose. Thinking length over lift. Rise and fall with the breath. Release the palms, release to the mat. Take your inhale where you are. Exhale, press it up to downward facing dog. Take a falling out breath, inhale. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, bend the knees. Look to the top of the mat. Make your way there. Widen the feet slightly. Inhale, chair pose. Reach the arms high. Sink the weight back to the heels, although the balls of the feet still touch. Squeezing to center as if two legs become one. Bring the hands to heart center and pause. Start to rise up so that you lift this right knee, foot is flexed. We're going to come into an eagle variation. So crossing the right over the left. This may be enough for you. If you want two options with your arms, reach them forward. You can genie the arms. You can put them back at heart center. If you want full eagle variation, arms reach, right comes under the left. Stay as high as you need to. If you fall out, come back in. Maybe you start to sink. Use a drishti. Slowly come back up. Release the palms. Bring the right knee to the chest. We're going to exhale, find a warrior three. Hinging at the hips, heart space reaches, extending the right leg long. Then look towards the earth. Standing split. Again, you can soft bend this left knee as the right leg is reaching, toes point down, take a breath. Then step, guide the hands back. Let the right foot land, plant your palms, step back to plank, and go straight to downward facing dog. Take a breath when you get there. One more side to go. Take a falling out breath. Then inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, bend the knees. Look forward, walk, step, or a soft hop to the top of the mat. Widen the feet, chair pose. Sinking exactly where you were before. Get the hands to heart center. Start to come up on the ball of the foot. Crossing over. You know your options with your arms. Take what you like. Or a full eagle variation. Use the drishti. Then release the bind. Come to warrior three, exhale. Think locust back. Look at the mat. Tent the fingertips standing split, holding here for one breath. Softly land the foot down. Step back to plank and come straight to downward facing dog. Awesome job. Come down to tabletop pose. Then I'd like you to cross, lifting your right knee, cross it behind your left, and then let your hands guide you to the back of your mat. We're going to take one mermaid twist on each side to close out the practice. Inhale, lift it up, reach. And as you exhale, take your right arm to cradle, the forearms cradling my left knee or thigh. And I take a soft twist, left hand reaching to the middle of the mat. Return back to center. Let the hands tent to unwind for the other side. Inhale, lengthen up. Now we cradle the forearm to the right side, tenting the hand behind you. Come back to center. Roll it back to the mat. Draw the knees to the chest. One quick cross body. Tug the right knee to your chest. Left leg lengthens. Right hand plants. Take your left hand to guide this right knee over, only so far as your shoulders stay rooted, and perhaps you gaze to your right. Hold here. Draw your way back to center. Hug both knees for a breath. Keeping the left with you, release the right leg long. Left arm plants by your side. Right hand guides that left knee over. Breathe. Gaze left. Draw your way back to center for just a moment to release your way for as long as you would like to be in your Shavasana or goal pose. So you're welcome to stay here as long as you like, but if you're ready, slowly draw the knees to your chest. Rock a little bit from side to side. Make your way over to whichever side you prefer so that you can come up to a seat and join me on the mat. As we close this practice, I'd like to leave you with this gratitude quote by Alphonse Karr. We can complain because rose bushes have thorns, or we can rejoice because thorns have roses. Namaste.